take a look at a pretty easy song, really easy. I got to rank this at a 2, maybe 3. But a really fun song to play and kind of an essential thing to be able to do to play a lot of other songs. This is Crazy Mama, J.J. Cale. Now, if you're not too familiar with J.J. Cale, I guarantee you've heard some of his songs. You've probably heard this one. But J.J. was a songwriter who had been making some made a few singles even in the late 60s, late 50s, I mean, going back. And made kind of a demo album in '66. Didn't really go very far, but he did kind of touch Delaney Bramlett. And Delaney and Bonnie, over the next couple of years, were playing with Eric Clapton and introduced Clapton to the songs of J.J. Cale. And Clapton got hooked on After Midnight. Put it out in 1970 on his album called Eric Clapton. Went big. J.J. heard it on the radio, had no idea Clapton had recorded it, and this broke musician all of a sudden was in demand. And so they decided they had to change his name. They couldn't, his name was John. And there was already a John Cale, famous on the music scene. I'm sure you know all about him, with Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. Anyway, so John became JJ. And then they put together an album called Naturally that had, JJ's style is just the ultimate laid back, relaxed, fun to listen to. Really encourage you to go listen to him. I will probably get to more of his lessons. Some of my personal favorites are Hold On, Sensitive Kind, and and then, speaking of which, the other songs that I know you know. Clapton eventually, a few years later, did his tune Cocaine, and a band you probably heard of from the South, Leonard Skinner, did a great version of his song Call Me the Breeze. There you go. That's what J.J. Cale is known for, aside from his great solo albums. Naturally, Five and Troubadour are my personal 3 favorites. But anyway, okay, so what we're going to do in this lesson, in the next segment, I'm going to play through it and probably sing it. I don't know, we'll see. It's pretty easy to sing this stuff. And then we'll just talk about it, but you may have enough info. You've actually heard everything that happens in the guitar right there. So we're not going to talk about the lead playing and stuff and not that's but well, maybe I will, but probably not, because it's fairly simple. You just play stuff out of the blues scale. Put a little wah-wah on it, bend some notes, anyway. But mostly just want to talk about the rhythm here, and we'll probably carry this over into some of J.J. Cale's other tunes a little bit later. So anyway, coming up, a little playthrough of Crazy Mama, and then just a little dissection of it, and it's going to be little because there's not too much going on, but there are a couple of pretty subtle things that are really worth working on. So anyway, we're going to take a look at Crazy Mama.